Okay, I will walk you over this assignment where we will learn how to load transaction data on SAP Business Information Warehouse from any of the databases such as customer database or sales database or product database. The data needs to be first transferred to the data warehouse staging area through extraction, transformation and load technology. From the staging area, it goes to a data warehouse layer again through ETL, and from the data warehouse it gets copied to the data marts, which are smaller data warehouses for specific functional areas such as marketing, operations and so on. Note that whenever data is copied from one database to another, the technology called extraction, transformation and load is used. So here in this assignment, first we will create a data source and then load data into the persistent staging area. Before anything else, I think we need to download and save the data from the Blackboard page, sales data V01. We need to download that data and save it in the My Documents before we start this assignment. So let me do that. Now we will log on to SAP. Go to the data warehousing workbench. Then I will get into data flows and you go to your own login ID. I will go to LU000 and then I will create the data flow. Here I will name it as MU67 DFSD and my login ID is 000, so you type in your own login ID and then the description would be MU67 login ID data flow sales data. And then I run it. Okay, here we have to use the data flow template. So let's do that. So I go into data flow template. From here, again I have to click on data flow templates and then I get curriculum 3 master copy and then I double click on data flow template sales data, which is given to us by SAP. Okay, next I have to save my work. Okay. Don't see the save option right now, so let me continue. Next we will be creating a data source. So let's get into the data source. The data source from, okay, I think I just have to apply, okay, and then I get into data source. Similarly within LU I have to find out actually I have to create the data source. Okay, so I come here to source system, or I just right click here and just do the create data source. Okay, source system is PC file, and I will name the data source as NU67 DSSD. And then my login number. The data source type is transaction data. Okay, then I run it, I save, then in the general information, I think I'm fine. I have ZNU67 as my root, that should be the root. In the long description I have to put in NU67 000 sales data. You put in your login number and I put in my login number and sales data. That's about it. Then in the extraction tab I have to do a lot of changes. Okay, so let's see what is to be done in the extraction tab. Okay, I have to make sure that I load the file, I map the file, so I save the file. Remember, I saved the file in my documents, so I go there and that was my sales file. Okay, so let me find out that sales file. Here it is. So I map the path. Header row is 1. Okay, then I have to go to CSV, and then here I use master record, but the number format is direct input, and in the direct input I think I have to put a comma and a period. Now then I need to go to the proposal tab and I load my example data. I have to allow. So it does pull up my example data. Now I need to switch to the fields tab. Before that, I think I need to save the intermediate result, and I can save the save button now. Okay, in the fields tab, I think I have to make several changes. So it has to be like this. So the data type for year, month, day and customer, order number, order item will be number or numeric. So here the data type is numeric. No, same thing here. Can I type in NUMC? Yeah, that works. Okay, till order item is NUMC, product is character, sales quantity is quant. Okay, and then I have unit, currency, CUKY and currency again. Okay, then the length should be 422 10 10 6. 4 2 2 then again 18 11 3 17 5 17. Okay, decimal is 2 and then again I have 4 2 32 6 10. Then 10 6 18 6 15. Okay, then 3 1 1 2 3 5. Then 1 5 2 3. Okay, so all these are internal, only external is sales quantity, then revenue, currency and discount are external. Okay. Now in revenue and discount the currency should show. So let me see here. Okay, so I think I'm done with fixing this, and then I need to go to preview. So when I read preview data, I activate, I accept, I allow, okay. So when I read the preview data, I have to allow for activation, and then I get to see this data, and I have to take a screenshot and paste it in my Word document. So this is going to be my first screenshot. Okay. After this, I have to assign data source to data flow. Okay. So in order to do that, I will go back to my data flow, and I have to assign data source to my data flow. So I will just right click on the data source object, and I will click on use existing object. So I click on display and change, and then I right click and I say use existing object, and at this point I have to look for MU67000 sales data. You search for your own. Okay. So I will search for MU67000 sales data. So here it is. I will double click and I will transfer that here. Okay, then I have to save my changes. At this point I have to create info package and load the PSA. So to do that, I will right click on my sales data and create info package. Okay, put in the info package description, which will be MU67000 sales data for me. And I save that. Now at this point, in the extraction tab, I just have to ensure that everything is fine, and then I move on to the schedule tab. Okay, I save, I move on to the schedule tab. In the schedule tab, I will just start and I will execute loading of the data to PSA. Allow. Okay, so after I do that, I will click on the monitor icon. So I click on the monitor icon. Okay, so you can see that data has been successfully loaded into PSA. So I have to click on the PSA icon to see view the data. Okay, at this point I have to click on here the first screen icon over there, and then I can see this, and then I have to click on the PSA icon to see the data. To do it again, and then actually I have to get the PSA maintenance dialog box. Okay, so in order to do that, okay, I will take you back to the point where you clicked on monitor. Then what you have to do is you have to look under PSA and the recent most compilation. Okay, so you click on here, and then you can see this, that the request has been successful in loading the data to PSA, and then you see the step-by-step analysis. So basically at this point you are here. Okay, now you have to click the PSA icon to see the data. So let's now do the PSA icon. So here is the PSA icon, so PSA maintenance. So I click on here, I see the data. I click on the first one. I have to highlight the first one, okay, and then I have to run it. So I will highlight the first one and then I'll run it, and it will make me see the first 1000 records of the PSA. Okay, now at this point I have to go back to my data flow diagram. Okay, so I'll go back. So the data has been loaded into the persistent staging area, and I'll go back to my data flow diagram. Okay, I'm here now. At this point I have to create and load Datastore object. So I will go to changing my data flow, and from there I will create a Datastore object. Okay, so here I'll do create, and what do I have to name? I have to name it MU67D0D, then login ID. So MU67D, then my login ID is 3 zeros, so you will do your own login ID, and then I have to name it sales items, and info area is my own. So I will name U67 sales items, and info area is on. And after that I have to go to info object catalog area. So I will create this Okay, from here I go to info object catalog area. I choose all info areas, and then I have to search for MU0C. Okay. And so I get MU0C. I choose that. From characteristics, I have to take and add order item, sales organization and sales order under key fields. Okay, I've added that. Then I have to go to time characteristics, and within time characteristics I have to add several items. Okay, how do I go to time characteristics? I have to choose all info objects and then time characteristics from there. So that's my all info objects. Let it come up. From there I have to choose calendar day, calendar month and calendar year under data fields. Okay, so calendar day, calendar year and calendar month, okay, under data field. Okay, I've done that. Then I have to choose info cube in the template area. In order to do that I have to search with MU 67 root star 000, I believe. Yes, I have to search with that, and then I get my own info cube, which is R1000. That was my info cube. So I get all of them, and then I need to add from my info cube under data fields material customer, discount, net sales, revenue and sales quantity, all under data fields. Product, customer, discount, net sales, revenue, sales quantity. Do I need net sales? No. I need sales quantity, revenue, discount, product, customer. So I have to remove net sales. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will remove net sales. So I've added everything that needed to be added, and then I activate and take a screenshot after that. So I activate, okay, and take a screenshot. And paste it to your Word document. I think we need to go back to our diagram. Okay, so let's go back to the diagram. This is the diagram. Take a screenshot of this and post it in the actually data source menu, not here. So you need to go back here and here. Yeah, I need it to be here within data flows, and I need to take a screenshot of this picture. Okay, at this point I have to create transformation. In order to do that, I need to go to the link between sales item and sales data. Okay, now highlight the link between the sales data and the sales item. Right click and say create. In the name, put in MU67 and then your login number. D, login number, and then run it. Data source object is not active. Okay, I just had to activate it one more time and it worked, and then I have to map all these different items. Okay, so let me try customer to customer, order item to order item, revenue to revenue, currency to currency is already done, so discount to discount, order number, unit of measure to unit of measure, sales quantity to sales quantity, day to day, month to month, year to year, product to material. Okay, so actually I have to remove the day, year and month, okay, and connect everything to the calendar day. So I'll remove this. and I'll connect everything to the calendar day. Okay, now sales organization and sales order, those two I have to connect. So sales order is connected to order number and order item is connected to order item. So okay, so at this point of time I have to choose the rule type from there. So I double click here. Okay, the rule type is constant. Okay, no, it's formula, sorry. Rule type is formula. Okay, and in the formula I have to do year and month and day. So I just do year, month, day, and then I check rule and then transfer values. Okay, and then I transfer values. So once I transfer the values, I need to take a screenshot of this. Okay, the icon here has changed, and then I have to activate the transformation, accept, and go back to the data flow template and see the transformation symbol to be green. Okay, so I save and then I go back. Yes, my transformation is green. Okay, next we have to create the data transfer process and load data. So I have to choose the other arrow. Okay, then sorry, I got disconnected. So Okay, so one more time because I got disconnected. You don't have to do this. Okay, now get back to the data flows. Yeah, so right click, highlight this one, then right click and then create, and now we will be creating the data transfer process and we can accept as it is. Okay, so we come here. Now at this point, just have to make sure that in the extraction tab I have full, and that the checkbox for PSA is not active. Okay, so here I choose full and this does not need to be checked, and then I activate and then I execute the tab. So I will activate now. Execute it next. Execute. I go to monitor. Now before that, after that we would like to go back. Okay, let me go back. At this point I need to go to administer data target. So I'll go here. In the administer data target I have to choose the data target, and then I have to go to the content tab. In the content tab I click on new data. I execute as it is and I can see okay, go back. I need a screenshot of the contents tab, so let's go back and then come to content, take a screenshot of the content tab and then go to request. Okay, in the request tab I would click activate. So I will click on this and then I will activate. And then I have to do start. So let me start. So then I will click on the content tab and I have to check the number of data rows. Go back here. Now I need to know need to find out the number of entries. Okay, in order to do that I think I have to click on the number of entries. So let me go back. Here I have to do the number of entries. Okay, so it's 0. This is the point I needed to notice, that it is 0. And then the active data row will be equal to the DSL load. Okay, so and active data, look at the number of entries, and it would be the number of the DSL load, which is 28. Okay, then you have to take this screenshot. Okay, so I'll execute and now take this screenshot. Here and then you need to take you have to save your work, take a screenshot of this Word document and paste it in your Word document. Take a screenshot and paste it in your Word document. Here at this point I want to emphasize one thing, that in the very beginning, when you do the contents and the requests and you activate it, actually before activation I believe, yeah, when you first came to contents and new data, make sure that you have all the entries, and for the new data and for the active data 0 entry. Then we load the new data to the active data, so it changes from the number to 0 and the active data becomes the data which is now available, which is this screenshot. Okay, this is your assignment 8.